Once again, welcome to Starfield. Let's take a look at the ships in this game. Now, in Star Citizen, the ships are very fixed. You can change equipments, modules, weapons, but you cannot change the ship itself. It will have some characteristics that will remain. So you can't really break it down to pieces, unlike you can in Starfield. So this is one of the best parts I like about the Starfield. You can make your ship in whichever horrific, messed up way you want. You can make a flying cube if you wish to. There's quite a bit of freedom here, but it's also somewhat limited. What I mean by that is that power plants limit you to build in certain sizes. You can't go to a gigantic ship without some mods or without some high-end components. Plus, different locations have different parts, perhaps even some special parts which you can't find elsewhere. And that is something I dislike. I feel like shipbuilding should give you more freedom. If you want to put it behind something, put it behind a level. That the higher level you get, more pieces you unlock. But in general, I think if a player wants to go full-on crazy shipbuilding early on in the game, if he's got the cash, why not? Because only its purpose it kind of serves is what you put in your ship. If it's got the weapon room, if it's got crafting rooms, if it's got the armory, if it's got enough cargo space, whatever you wish. As it offers a lot of freedom, the ship combat itself really isn't that extreme, I'd say. It's kept very basic, but I do like the boarding aspect. Sadly, using our ship is actually quite limited. Yes, we can use it for combat, we can modify it, we can board other ships with it, we can use it as a hub for our companions, we can use it as a hub for our weapons, ammo, armor, and we can use it as a hub for our research and crafting stations. A lot of what I just mentioned is revolving still around first person, so the ship combat itself is a very small part of this game. Now it can be big if you truly are offensive or are hanging about certain locations or just going full aggressive against every ship you find, but that's just it. There really isn't much else to do with your ship. And that's why I liked Star Citizen. Like your ships, you can go exploring, you're flying planets, and those are the limitations that Starfield has put on us. An open world is somewhat of a universe, but with limitations. Even if I don't want to land at the exact location where a mission is, I want to land nearby, it will create another shard where I can't go to that mission location, as it stands in another shard where I only must fast travel. So even if they're next to each other, I can't really do much, because it's not really an open world. It's worlds that are sometimes generated, or worlds that have been pre-made and we can visit. And the space isn't also that vast, as we are pretty much stuck at the location we are at, and we can't do things around it. But we cannot fly to the moon, to the earth that we wish to. And these are the small limitations with the ships that can be bothersome. They take away from immersion and make it feel like a different gameplay loop. It's kind of like the Star Wars, The Old Republic. It had its ship combat, which was a totally different game than the third-person MMO. This is one of the things I think they got somewhat right. Building your own ship, having fun with that, but having limitations on where you can fly it, what you can do with it, and it's all pretty much straightforward and very repetitive. But fortunately, it's a Bethesda game, and there's a fleet of modders probably gonna make it a whole lot better before the developers themselves are, or if they even are, gonna put any time and resources into it. So there is both good and bad, and let's see how it plays out. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.